In this lesson, we are going to be making the sound of a double pedal, but without playing a double pedal for the kick drum. To do this, we're going to have to work on our hand and foot exercises with the floor tom. Exercise 1, our right hand is basically playing eighth notes. We're just playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Our bass drum is playing all the upstrokes. So it's playing the E's and the A's. So 1 E, A 2 E, A 3 E, A 4 E, A. Putting those two together, the bar will sound like this. Work on making sure that each note sounds consistent and the spacing is good. Once you've got that, start to speed it up. To make this exercise more interesting, we can move it around the drums. So we could play 2 right hands on the floor, 2 on the medium, 2 on the high, 2 on the medium again. It's important also to now work on your left, as a lot of time we spend working with a right hand when we could also improve our left hand. For exercise 2, we are now going to stay on our floor tom, but we're going to get our left hand involved. Our left hand is also going to play eighth notes. So it's going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the hands together are basically playing the same pattern. We're now going to add our bass drum that was on the upstrokes. The next step of this is we're going to now move our left hand. So, when our left hand is playing on the hi-hats, when it comes to beats 2 and 4, we're going to move from the hi-hat and play a back beat. So our left hand movement is hands only. Now with the bass drum up beats. When we get to these sorts of speeds, we're now going to change our left hand. Instead of doing the eighth notes, we're going to go to a crotchet or quarter note. So our hand pattern will actually be By doing this, we are able to go much faster. The next step is to apply it to grooves that we already play, so we can subtly add this extra bass drum kind of feeling. This exercise, for the first half of it, we've got a normal groove. So we've got our right hand on the hi-hat, bass drum, snare, and our bass drum's on the 1 and the snare's on the 2. The second half is where we now add what we've learnt. So our right hand then moves over to the floor tom for beat 3, while our left hand goes up to play the hi-hat for beat 3. We're then going to play 2 notes, 8th notes with this, with a kick in between. Our snare will then move over with the left hand to the snare, and then finally back to the hi-hat again. So that second half of the groove will sound like this. Combining these two together, the groove will sound like this. Slightly quicker. Another example is we're going to have our groove normally up to beats 2, so, and then on the and, we then move across, hands together, and we're going to play 2 of the floor tom and the high toms. We're then going to come back with our right hand back on the hi-hat for beats 4, and then finally a hi-hat on its own. Slowly, the groove will sound like this.